I would recommend that the whole body of Tamil literature should be translated into Chinese and Arabic also. I am aware that it is easier said than done. In order for us to ascertain where we stand today, it is important to take stock and list the Indian scholars and Western scholars well versed in Tamil language and literature who have translated classical Tamil literature. For the purposes of record, I have given in an appendix attached here too a list containing the names of translators, the text translated, and the year of publication. A perusal of the said list will reveal that only a fourth of the translators are non-Tamils, while we are and should be thankful to all those translators who have spent their time and energy in translating Tamil works into English. The question arises as to the degree of perfection attained by those translators. It must be admitted, without trying to be politically correct, that the Western translators as well as the Tamil translators have their own limitations. Western translators may be skilled in putting across their understanding of the Tamil text correctly in the English language. However, we cannot be so sure about their correct interpretation of the original Tamil text. This could result in their translation being unfaithful to the original. As for the Tamil translators, English is not their mother tongue, and hence they cannot be expected to understand the nuances, the niceties, the idiomatic subtleties of the English language. This being the reality, even though they are better placed to understand and grasp the Tamil text, they may not be competent enough to convey the true meaning of the Tamil text into English. Due to the lack of familiarity with the day-to-day idiom of the English language, there is a tendency for the Tamil-speaking translators to use bombastic words and archaic phrases, which modern English dictionaries themselves have begun to omit from their new editions. The comments I am making are not without foundation. They are real enough ones, and I will quote a couple of them later. I am not oblivious to the fact that translations can never be truly faithful to the original standard. However, even if we cannot maintain the 24-carat standard in the translation of the original text, we could at least prevent the translation from slipping below 22 carats by adopting certain measures to ensure quality in translation. In order to facilitate and ensure perfection in the translation of Tamil classics into English language, as a first step, I would recommend the following to the Tamil Nadu government. 1. To set up a directorate of literary translation charged with the task of procuring the translation of all Sangam literature. 2. Set up a board of committee of standards for translation of Tamil classic comprising Tamil scholars well versed in English language as well as a sprinkling of English linguists with a penchant for Asiatic literature. 3. To make the well thought out revision of the key to transliteration devised by the Madras University Lexicon Committee more than 60 years ago. It needs revision and correction. 4. To produce a comprehensive glossary of plant names and animal names occurring in Tamil classics. 5. To produce a comprehensive glossary of dance terms and music terms occurring in Tamil classics. 6. To produce a glossary of philosophical and religious terms and concepts occurring in Tamil classics. 7. To produce a dictionary of Tamil literary terms and concepts in Aham poems and Puram poems. And finally, 8. Revision and enlargement of the current Tamil lexicon, which is more than 60 years old, as I said. Does political correctness help us? There is a tendency among Indians to be more politically correct than others. They are reluctant to call a spade until they come out of this kowtowing habit. The chances of having faithful English translations of classical Tamil text will be remote. There is also a tendency among Asians to overrate the ability of Western scholars and to underrate the ability of Indian scholars. What Lord Buddha said 2000 years ago remains valid even today. There are Brahmins among Pariahs and Pariahs among Brahmins, Lord Buddha said. In fact, a poet called Kaniyan Pungundran of the Sangam period has spoken in similar terms in a Purananuru poem. Periyorai viyathalum ilame, Siriyorai igalthal adaninu ilame. We don't extol the great because they are influential. Even less do we decry the humble because they are not so influential. When I think of the lack of detachment and objectivity among Tamil scholars, a Tamil verse attributed to Avvaiyar comes to my mind. Let me quote. Virahar irvar pugalndidavum vendum. Virahar irvar pugalndidavum vendum. Viral niraya modirangal vendum. Ajayil oru panjenum pattenum vendum. Avar kavidai nanjenum vempenum nandru. At least two scholars must speak or write about the poet in glowing terms. The acclaimed poet should be able to wear good rings on all of his fingers. He must wear pure cotton or clothes of silk. Then his poems, whether they are repugnant or bitter, will be deemed great. When I find that poets who are generally acclaimed as great are in fact not so great, I am always reminded of the above verse. The reason for my stressing the above is that, up to date, the Indian scholars have failed to take the trouble to assess the merit or otherwise of the English translation produced by English or French scholars, or the English translations of Tamil scholars occupying chairs in American universities. Indian scholars seem to think that the translations of the scholars from the West are above comment and are flawless. That is not true. Jaw-breaking Tamil words and their transliteration. Tamils have long names and Tamil language is an agglutinative language. If a translator from Tamil to English wishes to make his English translation intelligible to an English reader, he must bear in mind that Tamil names are foreign to an English reader and that the reader will not be able to read a proper name if it is transliterated in the agglutinized form without splitting. I say this emphatically because I myself have experienced difficulty in reading the transliterated Tamil names in 1. Silappatikaram of Professor R. Parthasarathi, 2. Poems of Love and Woe by late A.K. Ramanujan, and 3. The Silappatikaram, the anklet bracelet of Alain Danilo. I have given in an appendix attached here too a list of Tamil names which have been confusingly transliterated by the above translated. I will just mention 2 for now from that list. Just imagine how it will sound and look in transliteration if you transliterate Srinivasa Raghavacharya into a single name. Srinivasa Raghavacharya. You write it, translate it like that. Or Kulotunga Shola Sharidai.